Hello, I'm Svitek, 360 Creative Coach, and recently on social media, I saw this idea that the quality of your writing does not increase based on inspiration levels. And I thought that was very interesting because it's true, right? Just because you're inspired to write something doesn't automatically then make what you write better. And I'm not the only one to say this. You know, you can look at Stephen Pressfield, Stephen King, and many, many others talk about this idea that, you know, A, you can't write just when you're inspired because you'll never write, but B, the best solution to getting inspiration is to sit down and write. And so, even for me, oftentimes, like, when I begrudgingly, sit down to write, once I actually begin, then yeah, my writing is on the same level of quality as it would be if I wrote when quote unquote inspired. And I think that's very telling, and I think it's to our benefit because then it just means all we have to do is actually sit down and write. And that's very difficult, right? Because we try to make up all these excuses and things like that, but really is just, as Nike says, just do it. Just sit down and do it. And once you can overcome that hurdle, and it is a hurdle to many of us, it's also very encouraging because it does mean that regardless of how inspired / motivated you may feel, it's irrelevant because once you do actually make that decision and sit down and start to write, the quality will be great. Now, caveat, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you sit down to write a feature script and all of a sudden on the first go around, you'll write, this amazing thing. No. Obviously there's revisions and so forth that have to happen as part of any writing process. But, overall, it still works on an incremental level to get you to the next step each time that you sit down to actually contribute to the work. So consider that, right? The level of the quality of your writing does not increase or decrease based on inspiration. And that's a beautiful thing. So keep that in mind.